Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. We keep it short, simple, actionable, and practical. Hi, welcome, hello. I am super excited you're here with us today for real. It's such a privilege to be here to support you in living your best life. If you're new here, hi. Every month we pick a topic to explore. And this month, the topic is change. Change can sometimes be painful. Growth can sometimes be painful. But what's worse than all that pain is getting stuck in a place you don't belong. To lose yourself, to lose your purpose. Because I believe each of us are here for a reason. Yes, you. Today, as we wrap up the month, I wanted to explore some practical and actionable steps to put into, pun intended, action when we're feeling stuck in the middle of change. When you're right in the middle of difficult times, which most likely means something is changing, sometimes we need a dose of perspective. Something I've done in the past is taking a moment to list the biggest challenges and changes in my life. When you're going through some changes, it's sometimes easy to forget that we've been going through even bigger changes. For example, I recently decided to leave a job I've been doing for over 20 years in order to embrace the next chapter of my career. I am freaking out a little, yes. But then as I sat down and listed some of the most difficult changes I've been through, it became more approachable. Getting the call that my grandma had colon cancer, and the very next year getting another call that my dad had thyroid cancer, followed by the next year that my mom has skin cancer. Well, in listing those, transitioning away from my job wasn't as daunting. It's not that making this list will make the change you're experiencing magically be A-okay. It just gives you a bit of perspective that will make being in the middle of the emotions and the fear and sometimes sadness more approachable. Sometimes the change is very impactful. Sometimes change will knock you right off your feet. In the case of my family going through the worst time of our lives, finding a way to get through that change was so hard. I was lost for a really long time, but more importantly, I just kept trying. Now, these real life matters can be a whole topic in themselves. Loss can be a topic in itself. And if you're interested in having sickness, loss be something we explore, send me a DM on Instagram or email me through our website at lonedoctrine.com. I'm always excited to listen to our listeners and hear what you have to say and what you want to explore. But back to this month's topic at hand, change. Sometimes you might just need a moment. Here's an action step you can take. Step away for a moment. Change can sometimes be very overwhelming. When you're feeling lost or even out of control, it might be time to just breathe. You can do this by doing just that. Breathing exercises, meditation, exercising, going for a walk, going to lunch with a loved one, or even just yourself. Or go do something that you completely can absorb yourself in. In doing this, know it's okay and sometimes necessary. It gives your subconscious mind the time to absorb the change and address it more productively. It might be hard to step away. You might not feel like you have time, but it might be just the time you need. In my constant explorations for the Lone Doctrine, I came across this letter written by Tyler Kendall, and I had to share it with you. It's my open letter to change. It's a different perspective on a different chapter of some of our lives. Maybe you can relate. No matter what chapter of life you might be in, write your change a letter. Dear change. I'm horrified of you. I am riding with suitcases packed and my flight tickets booked. For winter quarter sophomore year, I'll be studying with the program in our nation's capital. I worked tediously on my application for the opportunity, countless hours compiling recommendations and combing over my "Why should you choose me?" essay. And then what I least expected happened. I was accepted. Cue the cheers that should have erupted and the choir that should have sung and the balloons that should have fallen from the ceiling. I should have rested my tired eyes on the acceptance letter and rewarded myself with a restful night's sleep. I was grateful, humbled that I got in. Yet I began to have second thoughts about if I wanted to spend my quarter away from school I had fallen in love with. You're hidden in the frustration of feeling content and then having to pry clenched fingers off a tightly gripped normalcy that's been groomed and maintained. You seem to bound into life when you're least wanted. When I'm happiest and fulfilled and believe I have it figured out, you cartwheel in to take control. You're known to be acquainted with that dear friend of yours, fear. You two work together to create suspense, which maliciously teases my eyes with anticipation of the future. It's so easy to see what I feel like I'm losing to your skilled hands, and so hard to discern everything you will give in return. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. I am the strongest believer that everything happens for a reason. Yet things are easier said than done. It's so difficult to let you change, be an active agent in my life. My days are filled with happiness I feel I have worked so hard to create. Maybe it's because the last time we were confronted, you wreaked havoc. You accompanied me as I started college and began my 850-mile journey from home. I was unhappy as I sat in my freshman dorm room. I blamed inviting too much of you into my life for my initial misery. It took months for me to feel like I had made the right decision. It took hours in the library, 9 p.m. walks for Italian food, a lot of tear-stained calls to my mom, and some amazing new friends. It took late-night class shuffling, holding my hand flirting, let's be adventurous detouring down the main road through campus. Why would I want to invite you into my life when I am happy with the circumstances I waited for so long to arrive? Change, you might come with fear and anxiety, but I also know you will bring excitement and ambition. You're here, standing in front of me with your backpack slung over your shoulder, ready for the long months ahead, whether I like it or not. I can welcome your outstretched arms or struggle against your embrace. So I've decided to forgive you for the past and think of you as a travel companion for what lies ahead. I realize you made me stronger, even though your force at first steamrolled my emotions. Now is the time of my life I should be welcoming you to show me the world's wonders and push me to my limits. Now is the time to realize I can create my happiness in more than just one place, and I need your help to do so. No matter what chapter of life you might be writing your change a letter, try it, lay it all out, and use that as the first step in moving forward. This quote is worth repeating to wrap up this month. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. And keep fighting the good fight.
It's a